Hey everybody, I'm Lex.
And I'm Tony.
And this is the Lex+Tony Show.
Welcome.
Every single week, we take the top trending topics, whatever people are talking about online, and we untangle what matters
from what's basically BS.
We also feature interviews with up-and-coming artists and community leaders who are making a huge difference. In today's episode, we discuss the strikes that are happening in Hollywood with the writers and the actors and why AI has anything to do with it. So what is going on? Because I know you've been paying attention to it closely. And why the hell should we care?
So the screenwriters started picketing back in May, and that this was mostly over pay and wanting job security and careers. And now the actors are also picketing, and they have a very different take on it, but still, it comes to pay and protecting their careers.
So from what I understand, like you said, the writers have been on strike for months. Both late night TV shows and daytime TV shows have been affected because whatever shows up in the prompters has been written by writers and they don't have any, right?
Exactly. Even your reality TV shows are scripted.
So it's been disruptive. And that's the whole point of a strike, right?
Yeah.
And now the actors joined because of slightly different reasons. Mm-hmm. They've been supportive of the writers' strike for the most part, but now they're saying, look, I'm not going to even show up to work. We're going to halt production everywhere. They're in solidarity with the writers, but also looking out for their own jobs.
Right.
They're seeing the threat of AI and how it can be used to take their likeness and generate content that they're not compensated for.
And that's a theme that's been happening over the last few years, but now it's accelerating online.
Well, because the technology has improved, right? And now it's accessible to many people. I see it on social media all the time where they take Tom Cruise's face and create content online. So if it's that easy, I'm assuming that now they can make movies.
Professionally, you could probably make some amazing movies, hundreds of them, and the person will never see any reward.
So some people may be of the thought, like, why are we caring about these big shot actors in Hollywood? They make millions of dollars anyway. What's a couple of more $1 million that they don't make? But the truth of the matter is SAG-AFTRA, which is the organization that's spearheading this strike, it represents actors of all ilk, right? Yeah. Small-time actors, people that work in theaters, people that work for smaller films. So it not only covers people that are making millions already, it mostly covers, because that's a small percentage, let's be honest.
They are, yeah.
And it covers people who are just starting out in their careers, right?
Who would like to have a path forward. When they get started, they would like to have some job security and continuation so they can actually have a life doing the work that they love.
And they are hitting back at the studios who are just looking to maximize their profit. Fran Drescher keeps talking about this, how she's shocked that they don't really care about the talent.
Yeah.
They just care about their profits.
It's like they feel like they don't know who they've been working with.
And so they're protesting. The reason why we should care, I feel, this is my opinion, is because if we think that this whole advancement with AI and this technology is not going to affect our jobs, we're really in denial. It will affect our jobs in one way or another, and it may put our jobs in jeopardy. Not trying to make anyone panic over this, but it's something we should be aware of.
And something in Hollywood, for example, would be a good example of that, where you're replacing the writers with AI material, and then you're replacing the actors. And so eventually, since all the material has been written by AI and the actors themselves are replicated by AI, you don't need cameramen, you don't need sound people, you don't need even cameras. So all of that can be done virtually by a very few people, and there goes the whole industry.
So it has a trickle effect, and one that is not pleasant for anybody.
It's career ending for many people.
The other thing that I think about when it comes to this, the creativity aspect of it.
Right.
Human creativity cannot be paralleled.
Because it comes from experience. People's different lived experiences and their voices and their point of view, we can see it in their work. With an AI, it's just putting words, it doesn't know what it's saying.
Mechanical.
It sounds pretty, or it sounds right, or it sounds formal, or it sounds funny, whatever, but there is no soul behind it.
Right. So it does beg the question, should we care? I think we should. Yeah. And the next question would be, what can I do about it as a consumer?
I would say prioritize and fund and figure out how to sponsor local artists.
Yeah, there are people who you may know who are writing books, who are writing plays, who are actors in a play, who are dancers in a play, or just working as a cast member or a stage manager. They are all relying upon our support.
Yes.
And so if you see somebody that's putting on a show, go support them. Be there for them.
Tip them.
Take the time. Tip them. Pay the tickets. Usually those tickets, the proceeds go directly to the producers of the show, the people acting in the show. As a matter of fact, during on the Fringe, which happened a couple of months ago, and we promoted it in our Instagram, was a perfect opportunity for this. These are people that come from all over the country and all over the world and produce their own content, write their own pieces, put it out there. And all the tickets in that festival, some of the proceeds went to support the actual festival.
That was like a small fee to get into the shows. But then once you bought a ticket, all of the ticket went to the person who wrote the show or acted in the show.
So it's a worthwhile cause, and we need to seek out more opportunities. What is what we're suggesting? We need to seek out more opportunities to support local artists directly. Artists, painters, buy their painting and their work,
Yeah, you can do it on Instagram or on Facebook. You can reach out to those artists and say, hi, how can I obtain one of your prints? How much does it cost? Or can I get a t-shirt with your print on it? I'd be happy to own that.
And as we show more demand for these things, we start actually actively showing how much we value
and appreciate
human creativity and the work that goes into it, because it's a process. It's a vulnerable process where, as an artist, you have an idea, you put it down on paper or whatever, and then you bring it out and execute it and put it out there for people to enjoy, and also open for criticism too.
Yeah, and there's a lot of love in that. I mean, what's the fun in typing a few words and getting a picture out? There's no love, there's no labor, there is nothing there. From an artist, who took weeks to create something special, that means something.
It does mean something. Hey, thank you for listening to the Lex+Tony Show. Click on the video up there to see the second part of this episode. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like our videos. Also, subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. See you around.